In response to calls from Shadow Public Health Minister Dr. Karen Cummins and concerned citizens about the government's decision to allow bars to operate at a greater capacity than places of worship amid the constant rise in COVID-19 cases and deaths, Minister of Health Dr. Frank Anthony on Monday disclosed that a level playing field has been established for both bars and places of worship to operate in. Dr. Anthony, during his daily COVID-19 update, conceded that the government should have increased the capacity limit for places of worship, but it was inadvertently overlooked.
It was just an oversight because when we did the order and we allowed for 40% for restaurants and bars, we should have done it at the same time. But immediately after we issued a notice, so that has been rectified.
Okay, thank you so much. Since August 2020, attendance at places of worship was restricted to 25% of the overall seating capacity by former Minister of Health, Valda Lawrence. A 10-month-long closure on entertainment spots, including bars, was lifted in the COVID-19 regulations for the month of February, which outlined that attendance at bars could not exceed 40% capacity. Many dubbed the fact that no amendment was made at the time to the amount of persons that could gather to worship as unfair. It was noted that the risk for transmission of the virus is greater at bars since face masks would have to be removed to allow for imbibing. This newscast recently aired a story to that effect in which Shadow Public Health Minister Dr. Karen Cummins referred to the inequity in the decision as foolhardy. The February month gazetted order also stipulates that indoor and outdoor dining at a bar shall only be permitted between the hours of 4 a.m. and 9:30 p.m., where tables are spaced at 6 feet apart from each other and no more than 4 persons are seated at one table and at least 3 feet apart. The Ghana Tourism Authority was entrusted with ensuring compliance of the COVID-19 measures at the bars. The order put in place last August outlined that services at places of worship should be no less than 45 minutes and that facilities are cleaned and sanitized regularly. Hand washing stations should be provided for persons to use before and after the services, and each person is required to wear a mask. Greeting practices such as handshakes, hugs, and any other form of physical contact are also prohibited. Temika Rodney reporting for the HGP Nightly News.